Africa, you are a beautiful world.
Hello, my name is TULLA ECKHART and I'm interviewing Future Ndebele. He's here today to speak to us about his band White Umfolosi. They're a vocal isicathamiya group from Zimbabwe. Welcome, Future.
Welcome, TULLA.
So tell us more about White Umfolosi.
Thank you very much. White Umfolosi is a music group, a traditional music group that was formed in 1996 in Zimbabwe, as you have said that one earlier on. Yes, we started as a football team. We were very young by then, like 11 years, 12 years or so. Now I'm 31. We played other teams like from different kinds of schools. We had a coach who was a director by then called Mr. Lucius Ngobe, until such time that we were defeated.
Oh.
Yes, that's when he decided to change this one to music.
Fantastic. And I know that I've seen your group perform, that you're the lead singer. Was that the time you discovered you had a musical talent?
No. I discovered that one, I can say, long back. Because as it is now today, as we're sitting here, White Umfolosi on the 31st of July will be celebrating 18th anniversary.
Wow.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
Thank you.
And as a singer and a songwriter, tell me more about your role in the band, how many songs you've written, and what it is that you do.
I'm the artistic director, as good as the group leader. Now, my focus mainly is in writing songs, as you say. I can say I've got that talent to compose songs. Now, even if I'm walking in the street or if I'm in a taxi, you know, I find something like in my head, like I'm singing alone. In fact, I won't be singing alone. It will be like the whole band is there. I can find out that there is music already in my hand. Then when I meet the guys, I just present it.
Wow. So how many songs have you written, and as a band as well?
Thank you. Oh, we have got a lot of songs, adding up to 40, 50, but unfortunately we haven't recorded them because we've been hit hard by financial constraints. But I can tell you, we've got a list of songs in this diary of mine, adding up to 40, 50.
Wow, 50 original songs that you've written yourself.
Yes.
With the band.
Thank you very much.
That's a really great achievement. Fantastic. Now, would you say you write the songs from your life experience?
Thank you. Yes, I'm not the only one who composes, but I'm good. I know I'm good in like choreographing. So what we look at mostly is we look at the experience in life. We look at nature. We look at things that we meet in life in general. Then we come to compose, you know, different kinds of songs. We attach even gospel, you know, because at this time it has come to like more like we doing traditional stuff, but we come to a point when we fuse traditional, modern and gospel, everything coming together, because we go with what people like, with the interest of, our fans at large.
Wonderful. And after you've written the song and you've worked on them with your group, what do you add for your performances? Because I've seen that you have incredible dance moves, you have wonderful choreography, you have a fantastic way of working together as a group. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you very much. Okay, I would love to mention to everybody that White Umfolosi does not do acapella, which is isicathamiya only. We also do other traditional dances, like a wonderful dance called Gumboots dance. It is actually a minus dance, addressing some difficulties found by people who work mainly in mines.
And you also wear the gumboots and the
yes,
costumes?
That's when we put on those the right clothing for the people who work in mines, like the Gumboots, as you have said. Now it says a lot about the experience down there in the mines, like long working hours, poor salaries. So it comes to a point when people will strike, will say enough is enough. Then they will start dancing. That's why you will see all that vigorous dancing. Okay. Now there's another dance, also a traditional dance that originates where we come from, in a place called Plumtree, that is in the southern of Zimbabwe, somewhere there. It's called Ibhiza dance. whereby we use Ibhiza here in South Africa. They call it iashi. We use that predominant instrument called a horse tail.
Oh,
and
yes.
we dressed on those badges in sisi whatsoever.
So this is like a traditional outfit that
Yes.
you would wear, really, with the African tradition involved.
100%. That's what we're doing. Then mainly, as you can see in your screen behind you, we have just recorded like a song called Africa. That the picture illustrates us dressed in Istatamia, which is acapella, regalia.
What impressed me when I came to see your group perform was that even though you were just in a rehearsal, you all had exactly the socks and the shoes and the pants and the shirt, and all the guys, I think, really work hard at not just one level of the band, but all the levels to try to make it really, really professional, and also all the heart and soul and passion that you have. I really admire that. What keeps you going, Future, with the heart and the soul?
Thank you, Tulla. Yeah, just to add on what you have just said now, if you talk of like the way we appeared to be when you saw us on rehearsal, like you mentioning material things like the shoes, socks, pants, shirts, whatsoever, they looked like as you can see on the screen. But now, to us, that one is just a sign to show that in our hearts we all appear to be uniform-like, because I believe uniformity, being one, having a one heart, having a one direction, one focus, that's what keeps us moving. Because if we having someone who thinks like this, for example, as you can see us, we all wearing like red, we're putting red socks. If
yes, I can see your socks there.
Maybe if someone was putting green or yellow or something, it could be a different meaning altogether also. Yeah. So I can answer your question like saying, what keeps us moving forward is respect. All the time, if you can, look at the age of my guys at White Umfolosi, we're almost of the same age. But now it comes to a point that when we respect each and every idea that comes from whoever. So I think it's respect, good behavior, it keeps us moving forward. Yeah.
I know that all of you have got other jobs and you also are very busy with your families.
Yes.
Where do you find time to fit White Umfolosi into your schedule?
Thank you very much for that lovely question. You know, when you talk of time now, it makes me cry, because this has been a challenge going on in my head almost every day when I think of, the time that I'm having with this lovely band White Umfolosi. Okay, what's the point now? We're not having enough time. We have got family, as you have said. Now, if we're not that successful band at the moment, so at one point we need to look after our children, our wives, our parents back in home there in Zimbabwe. So that's why we have got other jobs on the side. Now, the time that we're having to rehearse or to attend some shows is very, very limited. That we continue to pray to God every day that maybe in one way or the other we make a breakthrough in this music industry. How? I also don't know.
I think you'll be blessed with that, because I
Yes.
think that in life you get back what you put in. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yes.
And I'm a hugest fan of White Umfolosi. I think as time goes on, people will get to know more about your band and get behind it. But I know you've got some things you're looking forward to.
Yes.
What projects are you looking forward to now in the future?
In the future? Oh, in my name.
Yes.
Say in my name. Okay, Tulla, we have got some friends, a few friends. I would love to mention this in this interview. We've got friends from overseas that we met, sometime last year in August, somewhere in Venda. You know a place called Venda,
Yes,
somewhere in
yes.
South Africa there. Now, these kind of friends are like they part and parcel of tourism. They're going with another guy called Jonathan Leopard, who is the guy who made us compose this kind of song called Africa. So we met this group of people, and they were so interested about our music that they are making efforts that maybe they believe that we can take our music to the next level, like we can take it maybe elsewhere in the world. So we're looking forward to be, touring places, not overseas only. everywhere in countries like regional countries like Namibia, Mozambique, Swaziland, anyway, because our aim is to preserve culture at the same time, promoting cultural exchange with other people from different destinations.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So I wanted to mention your contact details on Facebook, because this is the page we have up here now.
Yeah.
And if people want to contact you, they can get you directly. And it's capital F, and the next word is Ndex, Ndex, and then Future's surname, which is Ndebele, which is spelled Ndebele. So that's F Ndex Ndebele. So if you want to contact White Umfolosi or Future for anything, any kind of opportunity, that's where you can get them, right there on Facebook. And I believe also you're working on a website and you're working on more recordings.
Yes.
Tell us about all your plans that you have.
We have got huge plans. We have got a lined up plans truly that we're looking forward. But now, I don't want to mention that money or like financial constraints, because everyone in the world, will say the same thing, that money is always a problem. But I can assure you that after this interview and with this recording that we have just done about this song, because this song Africa, we're promoting it on YouTube, so we're inviting people from around the world to just check us on YouTube, and then they will see a little bit of what we're doing. And then I believe that a lot of opportunities will be created when people watch us, just that little that we have just presented now. I've got this saying, Tulla, that I want to say now. I've got a friend somewhere who around the world who told me that you must have faith when you're living. She mentioned a statement like, she says, thoughts become things. That sometime when whatever we're thinking of, maybe in one day it will become to reality.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, in closing, I wanted to say to you, Future, I think that it is a bright future, and White Umfolosi is an unbelievable band. I just admire all the guys that you work with so much, and your dedication and your passion for music.
Yes.
And I hope that all the wonderful things and incredible great plans that you have going forward are going to come.
Thank you.
And definitely keep on going. Don't give up, but we need to enjoy our music and we need to support our artists.
Yes.
And you just an inspiration even to the younger generation and to me especially. So I just want to say, please contact Future Ndebele. Try to get in touch with White Umfolosi. If you see them performing somewhere, make an effort to go and see them. These guys are wonderful, you have to support them. Thank you very much for watching our interview. Thank you, Future.
Thank you, Tulla. And just to add something before I forget, White Umfolosi consists of 8 members.
Yes, please. I forgot to ask you about the rest of the members.
Okay, thank you. It's 8 members. I won't mention their names anyway.
No, mention them, please.
I can mention them. Okay, thank you so much.
Please.
Okay, I've got 4 guys who do bass, because we have got different we do different parts in music, because at the end of the day it is going to be a combination of voices. So I've got my guys who do bass. I've got Slinganiso Ndlovu. I've got Acapella Nyati. He calls himself Mdluli on Facebook. I've got a guy called Samuel Ngomo. He's with us today, but I can't see him, or he's playing with your lovely kid outside. I'm not sure. Okay, I've got another guy called Ezekiel Ngome. Then the 5th guy is called Temba Moyo. These guys do bass. They are the ones who sing with that, vigorous sound.
Voice.
Whatsoever. Yeah. Then I've got a guy who does tenor. It's one guy at the moment. It's called Lucky Moyo. Then I've got a guy who does alto, the first part. It seems like a female voice. It's called Jerry Ngube. So it's an 8-piece choral music group. Anyway, we don't use instruments like this lovely guitar next to me. We use mainly it's vocals, just male vocals. But we believe that in some time to come, we can work with different artists like you too. I know you, my friend, you do. This music thing, but we can engage with people who play these guitars and whatsoever.
Absolutely, and those opportunities will come. Tell me about your family. Do they support you when you're going and doing your music?
That's a lovely question. Now, family is important. I'll start with that. You know, I have been facing, or I can say we have been facing, because even my guys have been facing a challenge from our families, mainly parents. You know, they wanted us to go further with our education at school, you know, because they thought that this music thing is it's gonna disturb us in lessons, it's not gonna get us anywhere, things like that. But their focus or their wishes, they wanted us to study books. But now, Tulla, believe me, sometimes, you know, you can't control someone's talent, you know. Yeah, it's not to say that we became rude, we opposed how they felt, but we also highlighted to them that yes, we can go on with our education skills, but now we've got something that we believe that can keep us also moving to now, which is doing music, which is addressing different kinds of agendas in the world. Now, your question, I can answer it straightforward, like saying, even today, some of our parents, they're not all that happy that the fact that we're doing music.
Have you heard of Susan Boyle, Future?
Susan Boyle, not yet.
Susan Boyle is this lady from the UK, and she went on to Britain's Got Talent when she was about in her mid-60s.
Yes.
And she sang for the judges there, and she won the competition. So for me to say, just because like I'm 36 and you know in your 30s, that this is like, oh, the career you're gonna have. In fact, if you look at Susan Boyle, she only had her career start from scratch when she was 65. So that means there's hope for all of us.
Yes.
If we just keep on trying. They say a lucky break is when opportunity and preparation come together. So you guys, you're doing the preparation as hard as you can.
Thank you for motivating us.
The opportunity, it's right there, it's around the corner. I can feel it in my bones and my toes.
Thank you very much. Thank you so
much.
much.
And one thing I admire when you perform, how high you guys kick your legs up.
Yes. Thank you so much.
And all of you, whether you sing bass or tenor or alto, you're extremely wonderful with your performance.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you very much.
my favorite part.
Thank you very much, Tulla. I really appreciate, Tulla, the opportunity.
It's a pleasure. Is there anything more that you want to talk about, Future, that we haven't mentioned?
That we haven't mentioned at the moment. I would love just to say to my guys also, I really admire them. I'm humbled to work with them. White Umfolosi is a lovely group. These guys are amazing. I can borrow you. Then one day you will say the same story. So I'm saying to White Umfolosi guys, keep it up. As it is now, I know we're not getting enough gigs like shows, we're not getting enough money to keep us moving, but all we're doing is an effort, we're contributing. If ever want to do something, we contribute from our pockets, the little that we have, we contribute. And I would love to pass this again, that most of the guys, some of them, they are orphans. So that's why they decided not to take drugs or to do other, immoral activities, but to engage in music so that they can inspire other youth around the world. White Umfolosi up, White Umfolosi. Thank you, Tulla.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Future. And thank you for the opportunity that I had to get to know more about the band, and hopefully people out there will get to know more about it too, and the word will just spread like a wildfire.
Yes.
All the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Usuku lwephasika lapho bebethela indodana. Awubheke namhlanje, awubheke izinto zanamhlanje. Umhlaba usumi ngezinyawo. Isono sikhulu emhlabeni. Ngubani oyosifela njengoJesu Kristu. Ubusela kanye nobufebe, nokuhleba sekubhahile. Inzondana nokufakaza amanga, nokuswela.